we're back with two newbies try to learn Infinity,
with
joining Dave Thornton and Stephen Varga.
Nice, thank you.
Welcome back.
And it looks like we have a head attached.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and
We are live.
connect the right shoulder square, and I took off the head. So that's what I was trying to avoid.
Zip kicker.
So okay, all right. We might have to take this one live streaming outside for the zip kicker application. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, cousin? Well, alright. There we go.
Just had a minor technical difficulty on the back. I'm taking it.
Alright. Zip kicker, so everybody knows we don't want to breathe this. So
Sure, it's over your nose, gentlemen.
This is OSHA approved.
Yep.
Alright, here we go. It didn't work.
Beautiful. We're doing it live.
No, I gotta hold it longer.
Yeah, the one thing we found out yesterday when we were doing that is you don't want to hold it away from it too long either, because it seals up the thing, and then you have to re-drill and put the arm back in again.
All right, so now we're gonna test the zip kicker ability, and if we can portray a smell. Let's go ahead and go around the table. Cousin, what does this remind you of?
Probably walking into a freshly painted room with a lot of oil-based stuff, I guess.
Mr. Thornton?
To me, it smells a lot like the spray paint that you would use, like the old enamel spray paint.
I think it was my
You
cousin
use on models.
yesterday that said WD-40. Had a little WD-40.
And I was gonna say like the oils were from like an auto garage or something. So it's not pleasant.
It's definitely not pleasant, and
but it works.
I wish there was a way. There probably is. To have, and maybe some of you out there can tell me where to get this, a pump that has a much smaller spray application. This puts out a cone that would help cover someone's face. We need something that covers about a centimeter. So.
Or even just
that'd be
application, a little something.
Or a straw, like WD-40.
Or like an eyedropper or something like that. That would be good.
So, zip kicker, if you're listening. Product smells pretty funky.
But it works.
It works.
Yeah.
Don't like the sprayer. So.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Spray it on like a Q-tip or something, maybe.
You know.
Well, you can pick those little eyedropper things up at the Michaels and different other hobby shops.
We should probably try that.
Yeah.
Definitely next Saturday. Maybe we'll have one of those and we can see how that works.
I've got those at home. So
fantastic.
I can bring one.
And David has suggested that, or even offered, to give us a few artistic tips with figure painting, creating your own inks and or washes, and I think he's going to bring some basing kit and show us the next level of creating some good figures.
Absolutely.
That'll be interesting. So now we've had a minute for this zip kicker to kick in. Yay! Okay.
Now the arm.
Now the arm. So now we know that there's zip kicker on this guy. So the oil is there, even if you don't see it so much. It's gonna create a faster bond. So we kind of almost want to get this in its place first,
and then
kind of drip it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I wish they had photos of these guys. I think he's kind of like holding it at hip distance.
Well,
if I had to guess.
Yeah, because we have a square. There it is.
Yeah. and then the arm's gonna come across to like try and look at his hand and start the gun to see where like you want it.
This is
Yeah, I know, like it's BS, but you gotta.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
We have to do one then the other more than likely. So
So that's why you gotta get it where you want it.
You know, it's funny. After I got a little glue on my finger, it was much easier to come apart from the figure when you were gluing the piece because you had a little.
You get just like less oil on your hands.
So I use. Oh, it's already crystallizing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is
what
what my cousin was talking about. And I'm being a monkey with this because I don't even have my glasses on. That was probably. Oh, got it. Now let's see. Is that fast enough?
Now the question is, where did his finger come?
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching that part either. So we have about.
If you start lose feeling on your index, you know what's happening.
Right. Oh, I actually am glued to the model.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I should have bought nail polish remover.
The shoulder's attached.
Yeah, it's
That's
on,
a good part.
It's on there.
Hey, skin adds detail to the figures.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Don't no. No. Alright. No.
Got it.
You're a braver man than I.
Got it. All right.
I would have just paused the stream, went down to bonds.
Yeah. Just remember, a little glue on the fingertip works wonders.
There you go.
Well, now I have glue there, so it probably won't stick so good. So should have done it a little differently. Instead of trying to glue myself to the figure. All right.
But it's on there. That's why we advise you to wear gloves.
All right. So the other one.
Learn from our pain.
So I think here this time. That was the problem last time. I put the glue on the figure.
We got these amazing tools here called tweezers.
Yeah,
I think it's Ramon's turn.
Yeah, we tried that last time with the tweezers, and they don't really hold as well.
Yeah,
as
they
fingers.
don't.
I want to
Yeah.
see this one.
Okay, cool.
Actually.
Yeah, Dave loves it when I talk shit, so you know. I mean, talk smack, you know.
Or yeah.
Yeah, those tweezers aren't working.
No, they're not. All right.
Yeah, we tried that yesterday.
Cool.
I should have timed that.
He should have. But the
Yeah,
moment's gone.
we tried the tweezers yesterday, and yeah, it was almost as bad as the sausage finger.
Sausage finger times tweezer means no good.
It means slip all over the place.
That's why it's
Especially with
always
that
good to have
glue
a
on.
pair of gloves on hand.
I had it for a second. But it's
That's
like,
why
it's like getting it.
Oh!
Now we lost an arm.
Party
Oh, don't use your foot.
I got you.
Yeah, you know, yesterday I was thinking, maybe I should just have a one-arm sergeant.
Yeah.
Hey, they are injured in war.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is high tech, so maybe he can just have a gun attached to it. Can someone get back to me from Infinity? Can you mod a figure then put his pistol on his hand?
Okay, so it doesn't actually line up with. Because like it's lining up here, but it's not lining up here. So that's why I was trying to like wedge it in there.
I think that was because of your foot.
I don't know. You know, maybe you glued the arm on the wrong angle. So.
Hey, that is possible. But I thought it was wrong once, but I was mistaken that day. I think it just goes on like that.
I mean, it doesn't line up with his wrist, but I'm cool.
Hold on a second.
Let's get on the old glasses.
It is.
Yeah, he's already got his already glued together, so.
Alright.
Yeah, see, because his hand's there.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I mean, short of like snapping it in there, which I don't think anybody wants to do, and putting stress on the blonde.
That's that.
See, it lines up there, but it doesn't line up with his shoulder.
Alright, so do we want to bend the arm?
Other thing I noticed
Just slightly.
yesterday,
You just need to do it slightly.
the legs sort of hold together pretty well because I know I bent this back and forth a little bit, and the leg didn't even come close to breaking, so that was pretty good.
Here we go, first mod on camera.
Alright, let's see if this worked. Good point, Ramones. Would definitely sit better if it to do that.
So I wasn't a total putz.
No, not at all. I just like
Just slightly.
Oh yeah, it's off by like. More than likely, that's sitting good.
Yeah.
But if it could just move off just a little bit, even.
See, and in the demo kit, you have to do builds like that like 3 or 4 times with arm coming across.
There we go. I got it.
Okay.
It's a tilt.
Yeah, but once you finish your figures and you went through all this trouble, you're gonna love your squad.
Oh, yeah, it's totally worth it. It's just blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, it's definitely the sculpting on this on these figures is actually very, very good. So, once you get down into painting them, especially if you're using a lot of washes, you're going to show a lot of detail on these that you won't believe. Just a huge amount of detail.
It's just really tight.
Do you want me to like drip some on there? Or?
I think we'll wait until this one sets.
Gotcha. And then just do a little quick one.
This looks like we might even have
I do have a figure built today.
I have a figure built live on cam or not.
Oh shit! Oh, there it goes.
Alright, well maybe I'll start like my cousin said, with the interior arm. We were just talking about that.
This didn't happen.
So, we'll start with the interior arm. I think we just covered that. Hi, Jenny Dane.
Right here.
Yeah,
there it is.
I hit it from the camera to, cover up our boo-boo.
Yeah, I shouldn't do for 2 at once. I think we learned
Oh,
that.
no.
Alright, so. Hopefully this will work out. If I can even just hold this.
It's big enough.
And get the excess off always. I found that, I think I said it before, but the least amount of glue for the job is what you want to do.
Yeah, just in case you're just tuning in. We'll do it when you're gluing your figs. Don't put a lot on because it'll get everywhere. You don't want super glue everywhere. Super glue is bad for stuff.
Especially for getting your hand off of stuff.
Yeah, you want to keep the skin on your fingers. So
Plus, you could hide a lot of detail on any super glue that runs down into the figure. You could hide a lot of great detail that would have been there had the super glue not run into the detail.
We're gonna get it.
So, Mr. Thornton, you work in the industry of making this kind of art and
Sculpting and all that.
and do you have any super glue horror stories from that?
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Oh yeah, I once accidentally super glued my 3 of my fingers together, and I was sitting there, and I had actually had went to take a break, and I went down and sat and fell asleep.
Oh wow!
And I woke up. I couldn't get my fingers apart, so I was sitting there getting the nail polish remover and trying to get my fingers apart.
Yeah, so that's always something good you probably want to have on hand while you're doing this, even though we don't have it right now. Is
Nail polish remover, acetone, this is something like that.
And then some good gloves too. And one of the other things you can do is if you ever get to Halloween and you have some extra, some of the extra liquid latex, you could actually paint that onto your fingers, the liquid latex, and it puts a rubber seal on your fingers, so that way if you stick to it, all you're going to do is pull the latex off of your fingers. That's it. It's not going to hurt your fingers at all.
The wisdom of a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, this is showing some of the strange angles that you have to hold that aren't necessarily intuitive at first, you know, because they have very naturally poised figures. So sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean that the leverage is there. And then, like my cousin was showing me yesterday and talked about earlier, is if you've already had set up on one side with this zip kicker, sometimes it doesn't want to
Hold.
reset up on that because it's got a little barrier now.
I mean, just a thought. Maybe we could use a file to get some of that stuff off.
We might have to. Although in the end we did get it to work yesterday, it just took a little bit more time. We didn't want to spray any more zip kicker.
For obvious reasons.
One thing I noticed too is, as I'm looking at this figure, I think I actually did it opposite of both the ways they had it set up. I don't think she was supposed to have the thing. I think, as the picture shows, she just has one sword, and there was another arm that had the little, just like the sword coming out. So I think that was supposed to be used with the sheath. But no, I changed it and put the sheath and the sword. So you can mess with your figures as long as it works out at the end.
Yeah, and it's nice to do a little different than the picture because you think at least half the people are going to build exactly what the picture says. And you don't necessarily, if you bring your Yujin squad to a game, you don't want your figures to look exactly like theirs.
And I was looking actually on the picture. I could go back to the Highlander and just say she's a recruit to the Highlander thing, because that could almost pass as a kilt.
Totally, it's just all in the paint scheme at that point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you do your point build.
So ninjas are now a leaf. I'm just saying that now.
If you go robots and AI, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, it's a debate me and Steve have been having since Infinity started. He's not a big fan of my robots, and I'm not a big fan of his Highlanders.
I've been trying to get back into painting, and I've been using my wife's acrylics, and I think it's time that I'm going to open up the Army Painter base set so that I have probably a better tonality to the figs.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll be painting with. I believe Jason Chuang just come in, and he might want to even voice his opinion about what's going on with Infinity.
Yeah.
And what squad he's been. I think he is building the Yujin.
Yeah.
And he was painting red and black on him last week. It looked pretty cool. I think he's ahead of us by a little bit.
For sure.
I know, and then this thing won't seem to hold. I might have to give it another. Here we go. Alright, already. OSHA approved.
Gentlemen. Yep.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Alright. Oh, I just learned a better way to spray it. Oh, now it doesn't hold. Now it's off. Oh. Yeah, I know. Maybe you should drop a glue on there. Oh wait, oh.
Yes, no, yes. There.
Right there. A little tiny one. Okay, stop.
The glue does expand and fill in gaps, so
The Zappa Gap one, yeah.
if you have a little gap, it should fill in. As long as the arms and everything looks right, it's alright if it's a little bit of gap.
Yeah, and if you have bigger gaps, like I said, you can fill it in with baking soda, or not baking soda, baking powder. I meant baking powder and super glue, and that'll cause the super glue to set up and give it a little more expansion than what it normally does. And like I said, it's very sandable too. That combination is very sandable, so it's easy to work with. There you go. Hey!
All right, so we have a fig that is from the Adriana core, and you'll see hopefully a finished painted product to him, and maybe some more from David T next week. He's gonna do basing and cover some techniques with creating some
I will
washes.
definitely be here for.
Yeah, we're all going to be looking forward to that one. And Steve, he's going to make a solid decision on if he's Yu Jing or if that's a Highlander girl, right?
This is true.
All right, so until next time, thanks for 2 noobs and 2 friends learning Infinity.
Learn Infinity. See you guys next time.